In the next little while, we're probably going to see reports of vaccine-resistant variants spreading. You probably noticed the news isn't covering this as much anymore, but every once in a while you'll see the reports of people who are really scared because these variants are more powerful than the past ones, and people are starting to become compliant with... Compliant's not the right word. They're lacking motivation to stay diligent with the anti-COVID strategies. And this video I'm going to talk to you about one that is crucial for not only the COVID pandemic, but also the threat of antibiotic bacteria and non-communicable diseases. Basically what it comes down to is that vaccines help your body fight the disease, and it's still your body that fights the disease. So if your immune system is malnourished, if you're dehydrated, if you're lacking sleep, and most importantly, if your inflammatory levels are high, which is very common these days, your immune system's not going to function as effectively. So all the vaccines will help you. They will help you more if you're healthier, basically, if you practice these healthy strategies. And I think some people out there need to realize that, like, if you're vaccinated, you can still spread the disease. And basically it's like viral load. So if the virus comes at you at this level and it starts to win, it rises up. And in a higher level, it is more contagious because there's more viral particles coming out of your body. And there's more virus particles in your body. And with these variants, less of these virus particles are needed to create harm. And that's what we want to avoid. So there are things called immune nutrients, like vitamin C on an empty stomach. The key ones are zinc and vitamin D, which you can take a lot of safely. Studies show you can take like 50,000 IU of vitamin D a day, and it's more effective than the flu vaccine, like influenza, which is also a growing concern. It could rise up into a pandemic, but it doesn't seem like it's going to have that potential. But local places are having serious troubles with it. So if you take these nutrients, and there's many others, I don't want to go over them all. I've written a book, just so you know, I've written a textbook on nutrition and dietary and other lifestyle enhancement strategies called Becoming Superhuman. Diet and Lifestyle Enhancement Strategies for Becoming Superhuman is the full title. You can find that on Amazon to see that I am telling you something that is true. It's not just my opinion, it's the opinion of many academic leaders. That enhancing health enhances immunity. It lowers inflammation. And that's the key thing here when it comes to non-communicable diseases, antibiotic resistant bacteria, and basically every mind-body health problem that we have. People have become basically ignorant to healthy lifestyle practices. We're pushed pharmaceuticals and preservatives and processed foods, and we're not pushed enough on the importance of fresh produce, organic produce, because a lot of these agricultural chemicals are very significant. I have a whole chapter dedicated to the toxins that are in our environment, which raise inflammatory levels, which weakens immunity, weakens mental health, weakens everything. Inflammatory levels are fundamental to your mind-body health. So if we lower them, we enhance mind-body health. We become more intelligent. We become more resistant to diseases. We become more productive at work, less sick days, less burden on the healthcare system, and many other advantages that I go into details in this book that makes these strategies win-win. So why are our leaders need to promote this? First and foremost, we need to promote this. It will enhance society fundamentally. It will enhance the quality of your life as an individual fundamentally. So please, 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 for your sake and the sake of everyone, get on the internet and start educating yourself on the immune nutrients. If you get infected, start taking these immune nutrients. Learn how to be calm. I think the reason why a lot of the healthy people died from COVID is that they didn't slow down. I was infected with COVID too. It is very impressive virus. And these variants are more impressive. impressive in a bad way, of course. And I did a lot of meditating, a lot of sitting still. And every time I started to feel the flare up in the throat, the fire starts, that's when you want to get really still. You want to take more of the immune nutrients. And what's really key is getting really calm. If you're stressed out, if you're pushing yourself to work, you're draining the resources from your immune system. So you want to give everything to your immune system, especially if you have a non-communicable disease, which is very common these days. Cancer is one of them. It's rising in numbers. Obesity is the most significant. Many studies show that obese people, even when they get a vaccine, they are more likely to spread the virus because the virus thrives in them more easily. Obesity is a very challenging thing to get over, and you really need to be diligent. All new non-communicable diseases, including diabetes, a lot of studies show that just healthy lifestyle practices can help your body recover from them and, of course, prevent them, which is what I think our society needs to focus on. We need to prevent non-communicable diseases. We need to prevent infectious diseases. And yes, social distancing, sanitizing hands to a degree, and many other strategies, such as pharmaceuticals, help us combat infectious diseases. But the first and foremost thing, the most advantageous thing we can do to defeat infectious diseases, as well as the non-communicable diseases, is enhance our health. We need to lower inflammation. And it's very simple. It takes diligence. And for a lot of people, it's going to take a lot of diligence because you're used to eating Kraft dinner and processed food and drinking beer often and pop often and things like that. And our leaders, and I think our school curriculum, and if you go to my website, superhumanstrategies.com, I have an article on the school curriculum because we need to teach future generations and present generations how to thrive as a human. And that means being healthy, mind, body, health, and spiritual health. You want to go in that direction as well. So please, please, please move forward with this, because this pandemic is getting worse. I'm sorry. Some of the vaccines are showing ineffective against some of the variants. It is a mess. The most fundamental, okay, remember this, say this with me, or repeat it after me. The most fundamental strategy for defeating COVID, as well as defeating non-communicable diseases and preventing the uprise of other diseases, such as those that are already rising up right now, is to enhance your health. Enhance your health. Enhance your health and encourage others to enhance their health. Learn about the immune nutrients. Because when you are infected, they will help you a lot. Okay? Write a letter to your MP and say, I saw this video, I think it's true. Why aren't we encouraging people to do this? If you think it's a great idea for our school curriculums to teach kids on how to thrive mind, body, and maybe spiritually as well in very simple ways, like just simply meditation and self-awareness, then do so. Because this is very real, what's happening to us right now. And for a lot of people, including myself for a long time, didn't fully appreciate how real this is. We're literally at a turning point in the evolution of humanity. Not only are we having our health threatened, but our economic systems are changing too. And we can come out of this better. We can come out of this better. So please do. I think on one closing note, I'll just point out that when your inflammatory levels increase, I said that your mind, body, and spiritual health and performance decreases. And one of the key ones is self-awareness. I think a lot of these asymptomatic people would notice that they had symptoms if they're more self-aware. Like I was very aware because I was living with people who were elderly or older, and one of them was quite susceptible to the disease, so I had to really make sure I didn't spread it. I was isolated, but still, the air circulating throughout the house with the furnace and lots of other reasons could make it happen. So I was really paying attention. And I noticed it, and I still do, right? It usually comes at the back of the throat, up the top. I still have my tonsils. If you don't have your tonsils, you might not get that, but I could feel it at the top of the throat first. And it's a good thing I kept going, because I have a strategy for you. Very helpful strategy. And it's not standalone. Just like the vaccines, this is not standalone. But you can spray mouthwash, get a little spray bottle, and if you start getting, like your tonsils start burning up, if it's COVID or any respiratory disease, like even a cold, spray it with mouthwash, because mouthwash is an antiseptic. It kills a lot of different germs. They've got 4 of the primary essential oil molecules called monoamines, I think. No, that's not right. That's not the right word. Anyhow, there's 4 of them in there, the 4 primary ones, and they like kill a lot of different things. Essential oils are very impressive antibiotics and antivirals. Now, the second edition of that Diet and Lifestyle Enhancement Strategies for Becoming Superhuman book goes into great detail about essential oils and other natural ways to fight antibiotic resistant bacteria and common viruses. I hope it comes out soon. We'll see what happens. So remember, your health is critical for us to defeat COVID and all the infectious disease challenges that are coming, as well as the non-communicable diseases. Please educate yourself now. Hire a personal lifestyle coach if you have the money to do that. I'm one of them. There are lots out there. You can get a book and learn about it. There's lots of YouTube videos. Make it your life's mission. If there is, one of the teachings that I have is that if you don't feel like you have purpose yet, you don't have like a divine calling or something driving you forward, then your purpose is to enhance mind, body, spirit, health, and performance, because that will increase your foundational potential to do anything. Anything. You have that potential. You just need to nurture it, and we'll all win when you do. So good luck to you. And please encourage others.